What is going on, CaneSports? Izubee Charles here at American Heritage High School with 2025 four-star running back Byron Louis. Byron, how are we doing today?
Great, man. Great day of practice, just out there getting our work.
That's awesome. Byron, when I first met you, you're a sophomore, rocking the number 25 a couple years ago.
Hey, you remember that?
Yeah, man. Now you're a senior, leader of this team, captain, looked upon by the younger guys. Just how have these last few years been for you, man?
I mean, honestly, it's been a blessing, filling the role, big role at that, going to state championship, falling short, but ultimately leading my team back to almost another state championship. It's just ultimately a blessing. Ultimately the goal is to, complete the job this year, and that's what we're going to do.
A lot of great running backs that came out of American Heritage. You got Sonny Michel, Mark Fletcher's at Miami now. You're up next. Just how does it feel knowing, the guys that came behind you and kind of you having the chance to be the next great one to come out of this program?
I mean, ultimately, it's a blessing. Those guys, they still come back and train with me to this day. So it's just motivation to get to that next level and ultimately get to the highest level.
And then with Mark, doing his thing at Miami, how cool was that watching the guy that you played alongside with go to that local program and do his thing early on?
I mean, we all predicted it. We all dreamed about it. Ever since Mark was a junior, I always knew he was going to be one of the best out, and I knew he was going to ultimately play as a true freshman, and that's exactly what he did. He showed out, he balled out every time.
Now, if Mark's watching this, kind of, what would you have to say to Mark, and kind of how big of an impact did he have on, who you are as a running back today and a person as well?
I mean, I just want to thank you for pushing me. Thank you for leading me. Thank you for just ultimately making me one of the top backs in the country. Because without you, I don't see myself, making it this far. Without all the competition and practice in the weight room, as far as watching film, you pushed me to be ultimately the best me, and that's what I have to do. To the younger guys now. Ultimately, it's just a blessing.
That's awesome, man. Talk about it.
Oh, and what's up, Mark? How you doing?
And then with you, man, one of the most sought after running backs in the country. A lot of schools are chasing after you. Just what's your favorite part about the recruitment process? Going around the country, seeing new coaches, seeing new schools.
I want to say the best part about the recruitment process is building a bond. Getting to know people, getting to meet people. You can't take that away. Meeting people and just form a relationship. That goes a long ways. You never know where any of these coaches are going to end up. So I'm just making the most of it.
Today at practice, rocking the Miami gloves, rocking the Miami cleats, green mouthpiece. Talk about, why you think Miami might be a school you can see yourself down in the road.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's home. Ultimately, that's why not put on for your city, but Miami is definitely one of the best running schools. Coach Cristobal enhanced that O-line tremendously. Coach Cristobal is bringing Miami back, and I do see them as a top contender this year.
That's awesome. Kind of stepping away from football. Who's Byron Louis when he's not running over defenders, juking out guys, and being a clown on the field too?
I mean, ultimately, I'm fun. I'm competitive. I'm still competitive. Everything I do. I like to play video games. Like to go skating, bowling. I just like normal kids still like to hang out. Like I just like to have fun. Anything that requires me to have fun, I'm with it.
I spoke with Zay Thomas a little bit ago. He said he used to box when he was younger, still does it now. Are there any secret talents or other things that you're really good at that people might not know?
Shoot, he used to box. How can I compete with that? But that's a different kind of sport. That's a grown man sport. Nah, a secret talent.
Well, what's something that you could do that would surprise some people? Like, okay, I didn't know Byron could do this.
No, I could bowl really well.
You can bowl?
Yeah, okay, I could really, really bowl. Like me and my cousins, like we go out bowling almost every other weekend whenever we can. Like that's really one of my talents.
So if you weren't playing football,
listen. Let's see it. Listen. You don't want me to roll one on air. Nah, listen, that's gonna be an automatic strike. But I always talk to my friends. I say, listen, I'll probably be a bowler in the middle of the season if I could. But football, I got school, too much. Listen, if I could be a bowler, I'll bowl, man.
It's funny to hear. It's funny to hear. With you, I want to ask you a lot of top, talented running backs that came out of South Florida. Who are your top 3 running backs from Broward and Dane County all time?
All time? I'm gonna just go with my boys: Khalil Herbert, Mark Fletcher, Sonny Michel, all American Heritage backs, best of the country.
All right, now this makes it a little bit harder. You got to start, bench, or cut one of those guys. Who you starting? Who you benching? Who you cutting? Out of Herbert, Sonny Michel, Mark Fletcher.
I just want to say before I put this out that I love all my guys. Wait, when we talk about them in a prime?
Yeah,
prime them. Mark Fletcher 6'2", 225. I gotta start Mark Fletcher. Sonny Michel right there. Khalil, it's all love, bro. It's all love, man.
That's hilarious.
It's all love.
And then I want to ask you about that relationship with Sony Michel, Khalil Herbert a little bit too. Guys that are played in the NFL, have done great in the NFL. And you have the chance to, talk with them whenever you want to. What's some advice they've given you that's helped you in your game as well?
Honestly, just trust the process. Just stay the course, keep the main thing, and just keep balling. It's no secret to this. If you stay the course, you do what you got to do in the school, where you do what you got to do on the football field, everything you ask for is gonna come to you.
With you, before a game, what's that one song you turn on and get you ready to go, get you locked in?
Dang, what song? I don't got a song, coach. How about a little mix? I got Young Boy.
Okay.
I got Lil Dirt. And I got Young Boy, Lil Dirt, FCG Heem.
Okay, local guy. Shout out to Heem. Gotta ask you, Drake or Kendrick right now? They're going back and forth. They're beefing. Whose side are you on, Drake or Kendrick?
Kendrick all the way, baby.
Okay.
I ain't rocking with Drake.
I'd say you're not rocking with the light skin.
Not at all. I ain't rocking with Drake.
That's funny.
I stopped listening to Drake a year ago. I'm done with him. Listen, he do all that singing, too much singing for me. I need that real music, coach.
Okay. With you, man, like you mentioned a little bit earlier, senior year, man, your eyes are on that state title, but what are some other things you want to accomplish before you wrap up your time in American Heritage?
I mean, ultimately, I just want to make sure that when I leave, I'm leaving the school in good hands. Like, winning is good. Building a bond with these guys are good. All of those things matter, but who I'm leaving this program in hands, that's what really matters. I want to make sure that Dia, Mally, Coy, Buddha on defense, Kamani, that's his name, Kamani, Trey, like, I want to make sure that all of them, Josiah, I want to make sure that all of them guys understand the main thing. They understand the main goal. They understand the purpose. They understand that it's a blessing to put on that black and gold here, and it's a blessing to go to a school like this. Like, not a lot of people receive this opportunity, and ultimately we all are extremely blessed, and I want them to understand that, like, this is what matters.
And then when you make it to the next level, what's the school going to get in Byron Louis when you announce that commitment when you head off to college?
I mean, ultimately they getting all of me. They not just getting a football player. They getting a scholar athlete. I mean, a scholar student. They're getting an athlete. They're getting everything. They're getting a great character, a great leader, somebody that's not gonna back down from anybody. Somebody that's gonna step up to the plate when his number's called.
That's awesome, man. Byron, always a pleasure catching up with you. Everyone at home, thank you all for watching. For Byron Louis, I'm Izubee Charles. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day.
Slide.
Appreciate it, bro.